Okay, Pisces. There's a big mix of energy. Like there's a weight in your chest. It has to do with your heart chakra. And at the same time, a lightness or a sense of becoming someone else or expansion. So a heaviness, feeling like alienated from yourself, from the world, from your situation, and feeling a pressure to move, to change something, and simultaneously this no man's land, or this faith or feeling closer to divine presence at the same time. So it's very weird. Weird is the word that came through very strongly as I was pre-shuffling. And you could be truly feeling this anger, this tension, and at the same time a renewed way of dealing with those emotions. Perhaps a little bit more space between you and yourself, but still not very settled. Feels like a lot of scattered energy, electricity, chaotic. And so here we've been having this Mercury energy coming through lately, and it's here again with the Ascendant Masters. You have Mercury, open communication. The communication point is very strong. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. So you might, in your situation, know deep in your gut what you need to do and not yet be able to do it. Perhaps you have communicated, but you're still, it's hard to get total clarity within you and in your heart about this particular relationship or situation. And so here you're just asked, Pisces, to literally give yourself time, okay? Patience. That has been coming as well. Talking about the Mercury that we just saw, we are in Mercury Retrograde as well. So that means that, and it's until June 6th or something like that. So that means that there is a kind of a review time. There's a kind of needing to go inside and really see your truth. Observe. Perhaps more than actually taking the action or finding the clarity. So the clock is ticking. You have, the process have started within you, but perhaps it's frustrating right now because it's not totally clear for you what needs to be done. But what I love to see here is that you have the divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So if you feel that, yeah, there's not, it's very stagnant right now, and that, again, you are just not sure, that's okay. There's a feeling here of it's okay. Just don't exhaust yourself in trying to understand what you need to do. Perhaps, yeah, stand still a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Hangman in the tarot. I'm looking at the tarot very quickly here. But this is important to know that things are happening behind the scene. Now, it's when we were talking about this weight in the chest. Of course, the heart chakra came through, and spiritual strength that came through as well yesterday or 2 days ago. So this is strong, Pisces, because again, there is this emotional heaviness and at the same time this spiritual expansion. And you are to be patient with yourself, because you are going through healing. You're also a healer. So as a wounded healer, you are purging through that wound. You are recognizing exactly the depth of you, the shadows that need to be cleared, and that takes time. So number 22, Master Builder here, yin and yang, divine feminine, divine masculine, coming here is indicating this balance that needs to be found. This perhaps in the relationship, but truly inside yourself, between, remember, the giver, the receiver. The Six of Pentacles came through in the pre-shuffle, but also how you allow yourself to receive the guidance instead of trying to always try to make things happen, or be hard on yourself because you are not able to make a decision right now. But you need to be true to yourself. So see if your heart is still like a mix of weirdness right now, you need to ponder it and let it reveal what it needs to reveal to you in time. And it won't be that long, but just know that, yeah, with this Mercury retrograde, there's a lot that, slows down a little bit. And yes, this wound is an ancestral pattern, or it's something that for each and every one of you is different, is very deep. It's a trauma, a specific trauma that perhaps you can try to recognize in the next few days and sit with yourself in deep awareness. You have Master Buddha, increase awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Here with the white eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So perhaps the key to how you can actually move forward is to come back to a specific pattern in your family. Perhaps you can think of it, or just ponder it. When we say ponder it, it's just be in contemplation and let the insight come through in the meditation, instead of trying to mentally recognize it, because sometimes we can't. There's this blockage that just brings us more and more confusion when we're trying to think about it. But if you go deeper than deep, like we saw yesterday, there is this healing taking place that you need to allow to happen. And so here as well in the whispers, what came through is questions. What you're thinking is absolutely correct. So there might be a sort of denial that you're going through right now. It takes courage to trust yourself, especially when everything points in a different direction. Yeah, when everybody is saying different things, have their own opinion about your situation, or are saying, no, we have to go this way, we have to go this way, and something deep in your gut, you might feel like crazy, feel like you're the only one feeling that this is not the right path. And so here you have a confirmation that you're right. Deeply, actually, you're right. And maybe perhaps you need to have patience with the others around you so that they get to the same conclusion, to the same depth than you. But yeah, it is hard sometimes and often to see things before other people, feel things before other people, and them just not seeing it. So there's doubt that creeps in, and that happens a lot with us Pisces. So does it need to really allow yourself to feel and trust what you're feeling, and perhaps it's not exactly the time to talk it out. Well, it's not the time to talk it out with aggression, that's for sure, not with anger, because you have anger here, and with Mercury retrograde that could entail problems with communication with other people. But at the same time, they were saying that you need to also communicate, you need to get a weight off your chest. So if you can speak up with love and be heard, that can be really crucial at this time. But here anger is saying, even though you're bursting inside to this frustration, right, you need to remain calm, dig deep, and find the strength to activate the self-control that lies within you. The self-control that lies within you. At the end of the day, you're the only one responsible for yourself, and everybody is responsible for themselves. So that said, perhaps that can clear a little bit your situation. And remember, a hint here is to, if you're not clear, there's a hint about this wound, an ancestral wound or something that has to do with your childhood or your family. Okay? And you might feel, yeah, very exhausted. Yeah, there's a need to rest, to allow yourself this time again with this Mercury retrograde. And we did have faith here, which is interesting because if it is a situation, a relationship, here they're saying loving and then letting go is not only one of the most challenging things we can do, it's also the bravest. It takes a lot of courage, Pisces. Take big, deep breaths and know this is right. So and that's not for everyone, but for those of you who are feeling this deeply, that there's something wrong, there's something that you can't really put into words, but you know that this is not the right thing to stay here, that this need to walk away. Trust that, okay? And slowly but surely allow yourself to get clear. And once you're completely in alienation with this decision that you're making, just do it, okay? Remember, your happiness is your purpose. So this is what you need to focus on at the end of the day, okay? Because here they're saying, do not live in the past. Look forward to the future and rejoice in the journey ahead. We get used to things, right? To people, habits. And yeah, there are emotions, love also. But sometimes there are deeper aspects of a situation, a relationship that are not compatible. Especially if you're very spiritual and that, you know, this person is more in the world or needs to learn other lessons. There's sometimes an incompatibility there. And if you're feeling it, if you're having premonition about the future, even though right now it might seem okay, or the person says that, you know, they will do this, but the action doesn't follow, know that, you know, love can make, you know, miracles, can make things impossible, can make changes, but it's rare. The person that really wants to change, changes by themselves. You can be a pointer, guide, but you're not to force anyone. So here you're reminded that peace is just a thought away. So this focus to go deeper within you is truly your responsibility, your focus. Your mental space needs to drop into the heart, especially right now. Okay? And finally here with the whispers, you got channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. I'm going to repeat that, Pisces. Channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. So beyond all drama, you need to move beyond all drama and recognize this purpose. Okay? Because you won't be happy if you don't step into this purpose. And yeah, it might be eccentric, it might be a different way of living, being, but you need to embrace your unique purpose. Don't aim to fit in, remember? And Earth Guide, your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. And of course, the most healing frequency that exists is love, is from this heart. And that's an unconditional love. It's not for anyone, it's for all. All right? So let's get a little bit into your tarot here. We'll do a longer tarot in a few readings, but I do want to see what comes through here. When I was pre-shuffling, what came through underneath is the Four of Pentacles. So there's definitely something, look, that you're holding on that is material. You're holding on to, and it's hard for you to let go. It could be a person, it could be your money, it could be material like a house, like something you can't let go of. And obviously here, this is putting you into this Two of Pentacles, where there is an infinite, you know, thinking, okay, I'm going to do it this way, or no, I'm not, I'm going to do it that way, and being in two different paths, and not knowing, having an indecision about which way to go, what to choose. And that's not allowing you to focus on your purpose. That is to go towards the 10 of Pentacles, which is everything, which is abundance, which is realization of a family, of a community, of, you know, just being happy here. Loyalty, long-term commitment, all of that. Celebration, 3 of Cups as well. So this is also with friends. You know, there is a lot of water behind, so there is a purification, something that needs to be let go so that you can enjoy this celebration and that you can start over here with a pure heart. There is simplicity in this card, Page of Pentacles. There is like a kid starting fresh, but with ground, being grounded here. And for that, you need to step into your confidence. We had a lot of that coming through yesterday. Conviction in yourself, in your truth, in your authenticity, Pisces. So let's see a few cards here for Pisces, most important. Pisces. Yeah, we have communication here, rushing in. Someone, this is a Knight of Swords here. This is needing to speak your truth, or someone is going to be speaking their truth. This is a King of Cups, sorry. And that's you, Pisces. That's also balanced emotion. That's someone who rides the waves of their emotions, and that is stable, balanced, yin and yang here. But definitely in this communication, there's a need to clarify things. What else? We have a King of Swords coming through as well. Not letting yourself be manipulated by words. You know, sometimes someone says something just because they, yeah, exactly, I'm seeing that. Here we have the Devil coming through. And that's really important. You know, there's a lot of darkness here. A lot of, yeah, this is the shadow. Look at this. And it was reversed, so it is indicating that this is what you need to get away from, because you got here in the number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. So good luck coming on your side. This is the wheel turning, a new life, something new starting, a new situation. A cup being given to you. With the 4 elements, you have the Pentacle, the Cup, the Sword, and the Wand. And everything in balance, all the elements in balance. But you need to go with the flow with that. You need to follow your truth so that this wheel can turn. You cannot block yourself by holding on to that specific thing that you need to recognize for yourself the next few days. In deep contemplation, see what that is truly for yourself. What is that ancestral wound that needs to be looked at? Yeah, we have the Moon coming through, King of Wands, and the Lovers. Yeah, and look, this is the Fool, number 0, a new venture. Definitely this new energy coming through. But it started here with the Moon, all the subconscious, right? This scorpionic energy that we went through. This, the fears, the what you can't see, the illusions, all of that. That could have to do with the fire sign. You have a King of Wands here that is very charismatic, full of themselves, perhaps a little bit egoistical at times, but very creative, businessman, and a choice that needs to be made here. And that also calls to the Lover, so that could be a twin flame energy, is also soulmate. So some of you could be dealing with someone that has a lot of fire in their chart. There is a deep connection here, like a destined, it could be also karmic connection, but we do have an angel that there is like a benediction for this relationship. So that what is odd, because there is something good about this and destined, but at the same time there is this illusion or this darkness, this obscurity where you can't really see clearly. And that's exactly what was coming through in the oracle cards. Let's see more. This is interesting. You need to also take your own power as the King of Wands, Pisces. Oh, wow. Look, and I was really talking about this relationship, and you have the Ten of Cups. So, I mean, there is something beautiful about this. And underneath, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So all this exhaustion, all of this, the heaviness of your past, difficulties of your past seem to be let go of here for a Ten of Cups, for emotional fulfillment, family, and true love that lasts for a long time, maybe forever. So, I mean, this is beautiful. More about this relationship here. Oh, that came through very strongly. Yeah, the King of Swords, so air energy here, but this is speaking its truth. This is being more logical, putting your logic over your emotions. And you know, Pisces, that beyond that is actually going deeper than the mind, than the emotion. Going into your spiritual center and recognizing your truth right there. In that space, there's pure clarity and nobody can manipulate you. But here, there is a truth. And that's someone who really truly wants this Ten of Cups with you. Look, underneath we have a Nine of Swords. This is a lot of anxiety, restless nights, difficulty sleeping, a lot of stress. I'm seeing a lot of stress here about this. More. I need to really command or demand from this situation more clarity, more truth, so that you can actually make a decision in either way, so that you can move forward. Yeah, we have a Three of Cups here. No, sorry, Three of Swords and the World in reverse, the two of them, and Strength. So definitely strength is needed. That really is obvious here. But yeah, there is unfinished business. There's unfinished business when it comes to your heart. But also what I love to see is that this Three of Swords is in reverse. So it's the end of that cycle. But for you to actually end that cycle, there's a need for you to step into your power, your strength, your the force that lies within you that we saw a few readings ago. To speak up, the roar of the lion, to not be afraid, to get into the lion mode. You know, we have this lion here, and also with the King of Wands. So this is being the king of the jungle. This is being a leader, is being at the top of your game. We do have underneath, wow, it's beautiful. Underneath the strength, we have Four of Wands, which is union, coming home, and the Hierophant, which is spiritual growth, which is commitment as well. So this is beautiful when it comes to this relationship. But yeah, there is something about this heartbreak or your perspective about it that needs to change. And you can do this by really entering your spiritual strength. We saw the spiritual strength before, right? And that is manifesting here with the Hierophant and strength. And patience is coming through as well with the Seven of Pentacles, needing to have patience. A little more about this Three of Swords. And the World in reverse. Maybe someone wants to travel and cannot as well. I have a Knight of Pentacles, someone very loyal, a little slow, but committed, grounded, that knows what they want. Yeah, and here, okay, we have this Knight of Wands. Again, this fire energy. This could be a bit in and out. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. So all the drama that they could have brought with their own, themselves, right? That can be an issue. But it's very passionate. I can see it's very difficult when it comes to this energy. That could have exhausted you as well. More. What would be the advice? Two of Wands, still in the planning mode. Nine of Pentacles. So the advice is to really focus on yourself and on your independence when it comes to your work and your mission, that you can be very successfully self-employed. You don't need anyone else to do that, and to really focus on your work right now, not let yourself go down with whatever is going on emotionally here. Wait a second. More advice about this relationship with Pisces. Yeah, again, this Four of Pentacles is coming through. This Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Yeah. You're holding on to something and also being blindfolded, not wanting to see, not wanting to listen to your intuition here. You're holding on to someone or something, a situation, and you know in your gut that something needs to change, and you're not allowing that. Interesting. Yeah, and here is the Magician. You can manifest whatever you would like. But here there's a need to get out of that cycle, that stagnation here. One more. Conclude this reading. There's not one more, but we have the Hermit coming through and the Queen of Pentacles. So following your inner light and reconnecting with nature and your own heart here. Let me see. Spiritual strength, definitely. This is card. Yeah, Page of Cups. Following what makes you happy, Pisces. What you, when it comes to your work. Truly putting your energy into that, into your own happiness. Because we have this obscurity that comes back and creep in here. You know, the Magician, you can definitely manifest what you would like at this time. You just need to not be afraid of the decisions that you're going to be making. Learn from the past. Do not live in the past. Look forward to the future, they're saying. Yeah, I'll take them. You have the Ten of Wands again in reverse. You need to let go of anything that makes your life heavy and in fact, this is exhaustion, this fatigue. All those are hints of that's not the right path. So when you're thinking about a particular, let's say you have those two paths, right? When you're thinking of, or you're contemplating this one path and you feel heaviness in your heart, contraction, that's your body, your best friend, really telling you that's not the right path. But if when you're thinking or contemplating the other one and you feel more lightness, more vibration of love within you, that is the right one. You need to be in silence for that. You need to be alone, and you need to drop all judgment. You need to be so deep that you just put yourself, like with imagination, into both situations, and without judging, feel it and see what happens. But here what came through is the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. Okay, so for you to be victorious, for you to get this recognition and victory and success that came through also before, number 6 is significant here. For you to, that could be June actually. In June, probably things, and that makes sense because Mercury is going to go direct in June. So yeah, once you truly find, this is divinely guided, this is this new path that is passionate, that is yours to really carry, you're going to be victorious. But there's a need to let go of all need to be recognized, all need to feel like this is going to be successful. It needs to come from truly inside, how you feel about it. Okay, because here I'm going to finish with that. Yeah, the Ten of Wands in reverse. So this exhaustion, fatigue is going to go away once you follow the Page of Cups. This could be also a true offer of love, kindred spirits, but this is really you following your creativity, your path, what makes you happy. Yeah, and Page of Pentacles as well. This is really coming back to simplicity and to this dream that you had when you were a kid, and getting into this confidence, this Queen of Wands. Now we have the King and the Queen, so that could be interesting when it comes to a power couple. But definitely here, the Divine Feminine, needs to get into more confidence and let go of all doubt. Yeah, and Temperance, get into more yin and yang. We saw that emotionally. Okay? And finally, the Hierophant. Spiritual growth, spiritual center, spiritual strength. Alright? So we'll see what tomorrow says. But I love you. And please take that time for yourself. Go deep. And see you very soon.